Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of ClassPoint User Insights. Today, I'm very happy to have Dr. Ambikai from Taylor's University, Malaysia, to join us. So she is a senior lecturer at the law school. It's interesting that she teaches both undergrad students and postgrad students. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. Hi, good afternoon, Dr. Ambikai. Today, I'm sure our audience will be very happy to learn about how do you teach, especially in the tertiary settings, and especially how do you use ClassPoint to teach. Yeah, so let's start with a little bit of background of your classes. So maybe you can tell us your typical class sizes. How do you teach? Do you do everything fully online, and what software do you use to connect with your students?
Currently, due to the pandemic, we are working from home. So most of the classes are conducted fully online. And the application that we use is usually Zoom or Microsoft Teams. We also have the option to use Google Meet, but I don't really opt for Google Meet. As you already know that I do lecture on the undergraduate as well as the postgraduate students. And the number of students vary from the type of module that I teach. For example, in the undergraduate program, sometimes for the elective modules, we have about 20 to 30 students in a class. And for the core modules, it can range from 40 to about 50 students. As for the postgraduate students, modules like research methods that I've done recently, I had a very few students, less than 10.
So it ranges a lot, right? From just a few students to 50 students. I guess you have to deal with different kinds of classroom behaviors and management, especially
Yes.
when you teach online.
Yes, of course, especially the kind of behavior and the responses you get from the undergraduate students and the postgraduate students are totally different. So I think certain tools actually can help us break that barrier between us and the students.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
so
definitely.
that is actually why we developed ClassPoint, because we want to help the teachers to engage with students, even when teaching is done online. Yeah, because if I just share my screen, and if you turn off your camera, and then you're a free person, right? You can do anything, and I will not know what you're doing. So in terms of learning outcome, in terms of classroom engagement, will all be affected. So I'm not sure ClassPoint is doing anything to help you in a positive way.
Definitely, it has made a tremendous change in the way I interact and engage with the students. Particularly ClassPoint, the feature that I like the most is I'm able to assess their understanding. So for example, ClassPoint has a feature where it has embedded their testing tools into the PowerPoint itself.
The quiz.
So, the quiz particularly. So while I'm lecturing, so maybe I've done 5 slides and then I ask them any questions, the usual thing, they don't answer yes or no. So when you throw in a quiz and then you expect them to respond, they will definitely respond because I can see who is responding and who is not responding and who is connected to the class. Right. So at the beginning, they were a bit, reluctant, and they think that, why such a simple quiz for law, that kind of thing. But later on, they actually look forward because they find that it actually awakens them up, and then they suddenly feel, oh, everybody is answering, why not me? Yeah. Right? So that creates an eagerness to know and learn. And sometimes you find that, let's say if I have 20 students and 18 have responded correctly, the remaining 2 will feel a bit, oh, how come I did not get it right? So have I not understood? So they actually ask you the question, Doctor, why is it not this answer, for example?
Okay, so there's a peer pressure that encourage everybody to participate because all other people are participating.
Correct.
I see, yeah. I guess in the past, you may have used other tools to engage students. Can you elaborate what is the difference that you feel ClassPoint brings? Are they very similar, or is there any different characteristics that you like?
The thing I love about ClassPoint is it doesn't disrupt my class. Like I said, when I use the PowerPoint, I can continuously use the assessment tool to find out about how they have responded or how they have, I can gauge their understanding. But the other types of tools, I need to like sort of disconnect from what I'm doing, and then I have to log into that, and then I complete that activity, and then so it is not connected or embedded into my entire class. So I feel that it's two separate activity that I have to do, or two separate tasks that I have to do. So ClassPoint is just one tool which has so many features, which I can opt to choose the whiteboard, for example, to write, right? And then suddenly I can do a short answer question, and then I can ask them to upload an image if I want. So, it creates a continuity in the
Correct.
flow of my
Yeah.
class. Particularly when you do this activity with the postgraduate student, they get very excited. Their enthusiasm is far different from the undergrad students, because I think way back when they graduated, they never had the facility or the opportunity to use this kind of thing. So they'll ask, oh, you mean PowerPoint can have all these? Where did you get this from? How do I apply for this? Where do I buy this software? Those kind of things. So it's quite interesting.
So they can be our users as well, probably for meeting purpose, when they go back to office.
Yes, I'm sure, yeah.
So thank you, Dr. MB, for the great sharing session. I'm sure our fellow teachers will learn a lot from your use case, especially the wonderful video that you shared with us. So as usual, if you are not yet a ClassPoint user and you want to try it out, it's a free software. You can get started for free at classpoint.io. Just download a copy yourself, install it, and create your account. You can use a free account for up to 25 students in a class. And then feel free to leave a comment in the video below and tell us what you think about Dr. MB's insight. So Dr. MB, thank you so much for taking your time with me. And
Thank you,
have
John.
a good day. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Okay,
It's
bye-bye.
been a pleasure meeting you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.